Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with Ion Cinema, here to review Being the Ricardos, the third film directed by Aaron Sorkin, which Amazon Studios is releasing December 10th, 2021. Of course, this very high-profile project details a week in the life of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, who of course were the stars of the iconic comedic television series I Love Lucy in the 1950s. This is far from a comedy, as you can get considering who Lucille Ball was, and arguably you might not be able to understand kind of the creative genius she was, try as hard as Aaron Sorkin does, because this is a drama through and through. It's set in 1953. It's right after Lucille Ball has testified in a closed session with the House of Un-American Activities Committee, of course during the McCarthy Red Scare of that era, and Walter Winchell has just declared that Lucille Ball is a communist on his radio program, which throws the future of the television series into turmoil. So it's set from over the period of 1 week as they're shooting the 38th episode of this television series, but as Lucille Ball, played by Nicole Kidman, says in the film, it's a compound fracture of a week because she also announces to the executives that she's pregnant and wants the pregnancy to be depicted on the television show, which hadn't happened prior to this because it was considered vulgar to show a pregnant woman on television. Meanwhile, the tabloids are circulating rumors or potential truths about Desi Arnaz cheating on Lucille Ball, and then of course the regular kind of squabbling on set between writers and cast members, including Vivian Vance and William Frawley, played by Nina Arianda, and J.K. Simmons, who had a love-hate relationship as Fred and Ethel Mertz, of course, the characters they play on I Love Lucy. So in true Aaron Sorkin fashion, it is very staccato, quick-fire dialogue, everything kind of moving a sequence forward. The film opens with the aged executive producer and the two staff writers of the show looking back on this particular week. The film goes back in time to the 40s, a decade prior, when Desi and Lucille first met, and how her career struggling at RKO to being a leading lady was kind of falling through, and it kind of executes that all very quickly. So if you don't have a little bit of an understanding of these people or this time period, it might seem maybe it will seem pointless to you. But if you do like old Hollywood, if you are Lucille Ball aficionado, I think there's a lot to appreciate here, especially considering Nicole Kidman isn't doing a Lucille Ball impression, which allows us to transport ourselves into this environment. Javier Bardem is a little less successful at kind of capturing Desi Arnaz, but the two leads have a really playful chemistry with one another, and that paired with the dialogue. The film is not set on too many different locales, but it looks well, like it was well lensed by Jeff Cronenworth, who has shot several David Fincher films. I think that if you're a fan of Lucille Ball, there's a lot to examine here in a way that you probably weren't expecting. Overall, I would give Being the Ricardos 3.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IonCinema.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.